Happy Juneteenth, everyone. Aces High here with you from sportsbettingintel.com. So happy you're listening today. I'm so happy you're taking the time, letting SBI be part of your day. Hopefully it's a day off. Hopefully you're not working. Get a little more time to look into those bets for the day. Do a little more digging, a little more analysis. Hey, that never hurts. And we got sportsbettingintel.com here for you. Let's jump into the MLB betting slate for the day. Now, it's not a dinger. It's not Tuesday. It's not a dinger. We got 9 games, but it ain't 5. We got some opportunity. Nationals, Cardinals, first game on the slate today. We got the Nationals plus 130, best line on Caesars Sportsbook as we're speaking. Cardinals minus 148, best line on FanDuel. Tigers, Royals. Royals, been hitting them lately. They haven't been coming through for me. Probably at a break even, but hey, come on, Royals. Let's pick it up. Let's pick it up. Today, plus 130, best line on Bet Rivers for the Royals. You want to go the other way? You want to bet those Tigers? Those scary Tigers. Minus 145 on DraftKings. It is worth noting that best line on DraftKings is about where this line opened. Minus 145 for the Tigers. Not much movement in this one at all. Let's jump ahead a little bit. We'll jump to the Pirates and the Cubs. Come on, Cubbies. Let's do it. We got Smiley on the mound. Minus 129 best line for the Cubs right now on Bet Rivers. You want to take the Pirates? You want to fade the hometown Lovables, at least my hometown Lovables, the Cubbies. You're taking the Pirates plus 120 on FanDuel, which is the best line. Again, the Cubs open minus 125 in this one. I quoted minus 129 as the best line right now. Not a lot of line movement in that one. You'll see that as pretty much a common factor throughout today's games. We'll jump to the Astros-Mets game. Hey, everybody's about them Mets. We all know the Astros. We know what they did last year. They're a contender. Astros, you want to take them? You want to back the champion Astros? Minus 120 on points bet with Brown on the mound. That is your best bet for the Astros. You want to go the other way? You want to take the Mets? Hey, Scherzer's pitching. You're getting a plus number. You don't see that every day. Plus 106 on FanDuel. If you want to take that, maybe we'll jump into that game a little bit, dissect it, considering the small slate. Check out those first fives again on Scherzer. But hey, let's not leave the Padres out of this one. You want to take the Padres against the Giants tonight? Minus 115. It's not a bad number, especially with Wacha on the mound. 7-2 record. 8 Ks per 9. Come on. Minus 115 best line on Barstool Sportsbook. I'll tell you right now, that's where Aces High money is tonight. The Giants. You want to fade me? You want to fade Aces? Hey, could be a profitable endeavor for you. Let me tell you. Best line, though. You want to take the best line. It's plus 100 on points bet right now. And as I mentioned, not a lot of line movement at all across any of the slate today. The Giants opened plus 100, now sitting plus 100. Not a lot of action maybe coming in on any of the books. No reason for them to move their lines. That about wraps it up for the slate today. I did promise maybe we will jump into that Astros-Mets game right now. Let's see what we can get in that first 5 on Scherzer. Mets first 5, money line. Minus 105 is the best book, Barstool Sportsbook. As I'm looking at it right now, we got minus 105 all the way to minus 115. Pretty close markets on there. You want to go the other way in the first 5 money line. You want to take the Astros. You're at minus 115 number. So we got a little bit of juice, even if we do a synthetic. I don't know. I'd still want to probably keep it with that first 5 if I'm backing Scherzer on the Mets. Let's see what kind of totals. Maybe we think under on the totals here. Let's see here. First 5 totals. We can do alts on the totals too. Let's do the main line total. It's sitting at 3.5. You want to go over 3.5. You want to fade my logic. You're looking at the best line on BetMGM right now, minus 120. You want to go under 3.5 though, which is the number I might be looking at. I think Scherzer, it might come out hot again. Last time I backed Scherzer, he didn't let me down. Let me tell you, against the Yankees, best line for that under 3.5 is plus 100 right now on Caesars. It's sitting minus money on all the other books as we're speaking. So in itself, that under 3.5, first 5 plus 100 might be good money just by the way the lines are sitting. You're getting good value against the market. Plus, I like the bet itself. So as I'm speaking, Aces High is going to click this one in there for you. I'm glad we could jump into that game, actually. See, when you dig in a little deeper, you find a little better opportunity. Now, maybe I would have bet the Mets on that plus 106 for the full game for Scherzer, but I'm wanting to back Scherzer, so why not just go to that straight first 5? Yes, there's things that can happen. He has a horrible first 5. That could happen, right? He gets pulled and doesn't even make it through 5. That could happen, but there's always risks. That's just what we do. We try to minimize our risks. We try to take our best opportunities possible. And for me, my logic and the fact that the market is telling me this is a pretty good number relative to the rest of it, I'm going to take this first 5 under 3.5 total in this Mets game. You know what? It's a holiday. We got a little bit of time left. There's no hard ways slowing down aces. There's no real Jay-Z jibber jabbering about some golf. Let's jump over to some college football breakdown. Yes, you heard me right. We're going to do it. We're going to jump in to some college football. 68 days. 68 days. All right. Take it easy, people. We're all happy. We're all happy. Let's calm down a little bit. Yeah, I didn't know that sound effect was going to take so long. But 68 days to college football. Does that not make you happy? I see Mr. Phil Steele starting to send out some of his magazines. The man who writes the magazines. You got to love it. It makes you happy. Does it not make you happy? I call it Nudie Magazine Day. Get all those college football preview magazines. Just take a day and read them all. Man, it gets me excited. I don't know. That's right up there with Christmas Day, which is opening weekend of college football. Everybody knows that. We got some action. We don't have to wait that long. We got some action. You want to bet week 0? You got some lines up. You got Bet Rivers, though. Ton of lines. Other books, you got spreads. You got some totals. We got week 1 games up. I mean, you got some of the bigger games throughout the season up. You want to bet A&M, Tennessee? -8.5. I think that might be a good game this year. Tennessee giving -8.5, though. That surprised me. I think Texas A&M might be a little better than we think. Notre Dame, USC, that same weekend, you could bet that. Nearly a pick 'em. Notre Dame -1. We can go all the way to November 25th. We got games out here we can bet on November 25th. Ohio State, Michigan. Woo! That's going to be a doozy. It might be one of the last times we see these two match up at the end of the season with the conference realignment. We got Michigan -2.5 right now. They're the favorites over that Ohio State team. Whew. That is a weird line. I'll tell you why. We'll jump into a little bit of futures. How about that? We'll look at some team futures. I know people love their college football team futures. We got Georgia +210. We got Ohio State +600. We got Alabama +600. Michigan +900. And hey, I just said it was weird. Well, you know why? Because we got Michigan longer odds than Ohio State. Yet they're the favorite to beat Ohio State. Let me tell you, everything to do with home field advantage and everything to do with opportunity through scheduling throughout the season. That's what it's all about. It's actually not that weird. Then we got in 5th place, USC +1400. We got LSU +1600. Florida State, man, I don't know. We need hard ways on here to balance me out because this is not a team that I respect at all. Not a team that I ever would bet on to win the national championship. +1800. My God. How about this Penn State number? +2500. You got Texas. My boys, the Longhorns, sitting the same +2500. Jump down. I know we got an Oregon fan on our staff here. +3500. I bet you there's 1 or 2 bets going on that +3500 number. And I know one guy that's betting it. Utah +7,000. That's probably where I'd put my money if I went to the Pac-12 right now. There's a lot of things that can change. Let's jump down and see. Now, we at Sports Betting Intel here, we always like to wager wisely. We promote wagering wisely. But, we all have our little bets. We all have a little fun, too. We have fun with it. Aces, fun bet. Iowa to win the national championship every year. So I'm going to look and see what I'm getting them this year. This year I'll be getting them +15,000. Not abnormal. $100. This year it's going to take me to a $15K ticket to cash when Iowa wins the national championship. Ooh, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that $15K in my pocket. Betting it every year. Hasn't come through for me yet, but it will one of these days. But one thing I want to do, I want to jump back to the top. I want to jump back to this Georgia at +210. Now, I won't say it's abnormal for the favorite to be at that +210 number. It doesn't happen all that often. It does happen, though. Alabama a few years ago, they were around that +200 number. When they're real dominant for a couple years in a row, you get them +200 this time of the year as a futures ticket. But normally, you wouldn't see a huge drop-off going all the way to that +600 for the next best team, which right now is a tie between Ohio State and Alabama. Pick your poison there. Normally, you'd see that, in this case, Alabama at that +200, +210 line. Then you'd see a team or two at the +350, plus 400, but we got a big drop off this year. That's just the books telling you, hey, take your team. You got a team, you want to back a dog this year? Go ahead and take them. We're going to give you somewhat decent odds on them because we don't want you betting Georgia. I wouldn't be surprised at some point, maybe before the season starts, but week 1, week 2, we get the Georgia to a negative number. We get, we're getting shorter odds than even money. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that happens, just because Georgia's been so dominant. They're deserving of that. Don't get me wrong, but it's difficult to win a college football national championship. You got to show up every single day, every single game day. More so than that, you got to show up every day to practice to get ready for it. So it's tough to win the national championship. It's tough to bet a plus 210 number when you see that go to shorter than even value odds and the minus numbers. That's not a bet that I generally make. We might see it though. But hey, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves in that regard. Let's jump over the conference winners. We got USC, Oregon right now plus 210, plus 290 respectively. Utah plus 500. Again, if I had to bet a team in the Pac-12, it would probably be that Utah at that plus 500. I might take them for the Natty. We'll see. We got Big 12, Texas plus 120 front runners. Oklahoma right behind them plus 350, which is kind of surprising. Oklahoma has not shown up lately. Big 10, no surprise. Ohio State, Michigan, the two teams I've talked about. Ohio State, slight edge, plus 170. Michigan, plus 180. Hey, one of my boys from Iowa, plus 1,300. Respectable top 5 there, behind Wisconsin and Penn State. Let me tell you. I mean, we got so many lines. We're going to jump into college football heavy this year. Let me tell you, at Sports Betting Intel, at SBI over here, it's on your application. You want to work for us? First thing we ask you, are you a college football fan? Let me tell you, because we're big fans over here. That's where we usually catch our edge. We got a lot of big things planned for you guys this year. A lot of deep data dives, a lot of deep analysis, a lot of different ways to give you edge over the sports books. And we're looking forward to showing you some of our stuff. Normally it's in our Sharps packages. Normally it's in our private programs that we release to other people. But this year we're releasing to the public. We're real excited about that over here at SBI. I'm real excited about college football season. I ain't hiding nothing. College football is my favorite. That's where I make my money. That's where I allow my kids to go to college. Let me tell you. But Hardways, myself, the real Jay-Z, we'll be back with you later this week. I hope everyone enjoys their holiday. I hope you enjoyed listening to this episode. Please make sure you follow us. Keep listening to our episodes. We always got something good for you. Reach out to us if you want to hear something different. Reach out to us if you have a question. info@sportsbettingintel.com. You can catch us on all the social media platforms. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, which has been blowing up lately, but let us know what you want. Head over to our Discord. Join the conversation. Until then, till the next time. Aces.